Hello students, I am Premlata Shukla. Welcome to you all in our online classes. Students, today I am here with a new topic for class 9, physical features of India from geography. But before going through our video, at first I would like to each and everyone that subscribe our channel if not yet subscribed, and press the bell icon for further notifications. If you like my video, share it among. Now students, move towards our today's topic, that is physical features of India. First of all, it's necessary that you must be aware about the topic of the chapter, so as you know that our country is a huge, a vast country with varied landforms, or we can say it comprises with different physical features. We talk about like physical features, it comprises with mountains, plateaus, plains area, islands, desert, coastal areas. Students, I hope that a question must be stuck in your mind, how these physical features formed. It must be. So we will discuss about these features individually later on. Let's know about the formation of continents of the world. Of course, this natural process of making continents not the story of 10 or 20,000 years. In fact, my dear students, it is the story which took place around 200 million years ago. Now let's move towards the content. I'll explain one by one for you. Number 1, theory of plate tectonics. 2, types of plate movements. 3, formation of continents. And the last one, formation of Himalayas. Now, the first content, theory of plate tectonics. Students, before giving you explanation of tectonic plates or theory of tectonic plates, let me tell you what is tectonic plate. Tectonic plates are the plates which are under the crust, or they made due to the internal heat or the maximum temperature under the earth crust. The currents of these semi molten rocks move towards the crust and tear it apart, divide it in many large fragments which are called tectonic plates. Now, theory of plate tectonics. What is the theory? What is the story? According to this theory, we can say the earth crust that is formed out of 7 major and minor plates. And what are the major and minor plate? Let me tell you. These are Eurasian plate, North American plate, South American plate, African plate, Indo-Australian plate, Pacifican and Antarctic plate. All these plates prepared or made different continents, and the earth has been formed out with the help of these 7 major plates. These stress of the plates results in building of stresses within the plates and the continents rocks above, leading to folding, faulting and volcanic activities. Students, whatever the movement of plates results means how they lead to folding and faulting. Folding means, let me explain this word. Folding here means when two tectonic plates of the earth converge, means when they meet at the same point from different directions. Due to this, a part of the earth becomes rise up, means due to the movement of these plates make the shape change, or we can say it's mean that particular area, that part of the earth becomes rise up. Now second one, faulting. It's a force that associated with the tectonic plates that causes rocks to break apart, to tear the rocks, to tear or put some cracks on the earth. In this way, with the help of folding and faulting, some volcanic activities that can be seen on the earth. Now, our second topics that we have discussed about these plates, how these plates are moved. Number one, now we can say the classification on the basis of movement of plates are three. Number one, convergent. Two, divergent. Three, transform. Convergent, when the two plates come towards each other, the movement is known as convergent movement. Second one, divergent, when two plates move away from earth, away from each other, the movement is known as divergent movement. And transform, when two plates move past horizontally. Now students, when these movements can be seen, like when we discuss about divergent movement or convergent movement, especially in convergent movement, when two plates come towards each other or when they come together, they may either collide or crumble, or one may slide under the other. At times they may also move horizontally, passed over one another. Divergence and convergence cause the crust to fracture or folding. The movement of these crystal plates have changed the position and size of the continents over millions of years. The evolution of present landforms, whatever we have seen, features or relief of India is a part of this process. And third, transform, that is plates slide past each other, scraping and deforming as they pass. So basically whatever the changement, whatever the features we are seeing in current time or present time, that is mostly affected by the movement of convergent plates. Now our next topic, that is formation of continents. Students, it is believed that about 200 million years ago, earth land masses were combined in a single continent that was known as Pangaea. Later it splitted, shaping the present world. Pangaea, that you can also say a supercontinent that divides into two land masses, separated by a sea, and that sea was known as Tethys Sea. And these two separated area were number 1 Eurasia and number 2 Gondwana land. Eurasia, that can be say Angara land also, that comprises both North America, Europe and Asia. Gondwana land, that it can be said was an ancient supercontinent that was found around 150 million years ago. That's why it can be say it is the oldest landmass, and that located that time in southern hemisphere, which included the present day South America, Africa, Australia, India and Antarctica. After million of years silt deposit in Tethys, this compression led to shrinking of the sea and rise of a chain of islands. After million of years, due to the compression force, chain of fold mountains like our Himalaya, Alps, Andes formed. Now conventional currents toss the earth crust into a number of pieces, led to the drifting of Indo-Australian plates. Its northward drift led to the collision with the much large Eurasian plates. This is in turn led to folding of the sedimentary rocks found in the Tethys Sea and led to the formation of mountain system of Western Asia and Himalayas that earlier I have explained. Means how the Himalayas formed with the help of the two continents, supercontinent Angara land, Eurasia as well as Gondwana land. Now our next topic, that is about formation of Himalayas. Himalayas were find out the sediments of Tethys Sea and subsidence of northern flank of Peninsula Plateau. The depression that was formed gradually got filled with sediments by the rivers, and in this way deposition of sediments led to the northern plains of India. Or in other words, we can say that it also formed due to some convectional currents or the lateral compressional forces. These are the forces which were completely responsible for the formation of Himalayas or the great Himalayan ranges. Convectional currents here means movement of energy or movement of force that moves in the form of gas particles from one place to another. The second word I have used, lateral compressional, because these were the two important forces which were completely responsible for the formation of Himalayas. That was lateral compressional. Let me explain you in a easier way. That is pressure against on an object that causes it to become squeezed, means a pressure that was pushed upward to raise the Himalayas. So with the help of these forces, Himalaya ranges formed. India, we can say it was the part of Gondwana land that I told you earlier, and it was also an ancient supercontinent, Gondwana land, that existed crores of years ago. Convection currents of mantle fractured the Gondwana land into a number of pieces. And then Indo-Australian plate, after getting separated from the Gondwana land, drifted slowly towards the north, which collided with the Eurasian plate in the northern hemisphere. In this way, the northern edge of the Indo-Australian plate was pushed under the Eurasian plate, and under this impact of collision, the sedimentary rocks of the enclosed ocean were folded and formed the Himalayas. Now, students, whatever I told you, whatever I explained you about tectonic plates, theory of tectonic plates, movements of tectonic plates, formation of continent and formation of Himalayas. And I also told you many more things. I added many more things in this video. So on the basis of that information, let's revise the chapter. Few questions I am leaving you here. Name the 7 major tectonic plates. Explain the plate movements. Write a short note on the Himalayan mountains. 3 parallel ranges of the Himalayas and their other names. And Phillips' theory of plate tectonic is related to sea uplifted the Himalayas. Northern plain is formed due to. Obviously, I told you about the 7 major tectonic plates and how the plates movements, how the plates moved, means there are 3 types also I told you. How the formation of Himalayas I explained. 3 parallel ranges of Himalaya, that let me add you. Number 1 Himadri, number 2 Himachal, number 3 Shivalik. That is also can be considered as the 3 ranges of Himalayas. Now, Phillips' theory of plate tectonics, obviously related to formation of earth. Sea that played a vital role to uplifted the Himalayas, that is Tethys Sea. Northern plain that is formed due to the deposition of salt. Thank you, students. We will continue our next topic or rest part of this chapter in our next video, part 2. Thank you. Have a great day.